Okay, I have decided to do a get ready with me, and I'm just going to start from the beginning because I really need to freshen up my face. I took a shower last night, and this morning I just wet my hair, brushed my teeth, but I need to do a whole wipe down of my face. So, I am using the Facial Radiance Pads. I got these last year at the VIB sale, and I still have quite a few there. This one comes with 28 pads, and I probably have like 18 of them left because I really haven't used these very much. So I figure since it's been almost a year that I've had these, I probably should use them up, right? Okay, so I was looking for inspirational pictures of looks to do, and actually I've been playing with my Tarte, the original Tarte palette, the all matte one. I had only used it once, and then I put it away, and I never used it again. And so I've been using it a lot in hopes that I would like fall in love with it or something, but I really haven't fallen in love with it. But so I was looking around for inspiration to use the palette because I've pretty much been coming up with the same looks, and I was thinking about it, and the looks that I've been coming up with have all been like matte brown type looks. And one of the looks that I found that I wanted to recreate was from Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis always does very subdued eyes. I am going to recreate that look today. I was like, should I just do like a get ready with me where I am, you know, have background music and stuff? It's like, no, I want to talk to them. So, because I have a few products I want to show you. So this blue bottle here contains water, rose water, argan oil, and vegetable glycerin, because I had been watching Melissa Alatorre, and she had talked about rose water with glycerin as a primer. So I started doing some research on it. She had got hers from Whole Foods, and then she's like, well, you can make your own. So I was like, you know what? I was at my local H-E-B grocery store, and right now oils are very popular. They're in salt lamps. So they have a huge display, and I was just looking, and they had the bottle, and they had the rose water, they had the vegetable glycerin. I already had the argan oil, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and make my own. When I was researching this, they said you can use it in your hair, to, you know, I'll just put it everywhere, for scent, for moisturization, for, you know, whatever. So I'm just put it in my hair. You can use it on your skin, which I'm going to do now, and this just provides a really nice, because it has the argan oil and the vegetable glycerin, it provides a really nice moisture barrier to my skin. So what I've been doing is just putting it on my skin as a primer and a moisturizer, kind of blending it in or massaging it in, because I do have oily skin. You know, you can just work this everywhere. I probably put a little bit too much vegetable glycerin because it is a little bit on the high moisturized side. I did put some argan oil in it, so it is very moisturizing, but she used it as a primer. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to try that too. So I have my own. I am just taking my Clinique Pep Start Eye Cream. I talked about this in my favorites video. I really like this because I don't feel like it's super emollient where it doesn't absorb into my skin, but I do feel like it does enough for my under eyes that it does look moisturized and not as dry. And it's great for my skin because I do have dry skin like right here, but I have oily skin here, and then my eyelids are oily. So I don't feel like this is overly emollient and that it doesn't absorb into my skin good enough. I feel like it does absorb into my skin pretty good and leaves it very hydrated looking. This is just from NARS. It's a sample size of their eye primer. I could tell you that I'm like not super impressed. Like, it's NARS. I would think that it'd be like knockout, drag out awesomeness, but it really isn't. So I would not repurchase this. So I bought this at my local grocery store. If you hear me say local grocery store, it's mostly H-E-B. And it is the new Revlon eye cream, and this is in number 720 chocolate. It comes with a little brush if you wanted to use the brush. It comes in the lid here. But I'm just going to use my fingers to use this as a base for the bottom of my lid. Now I have not applied this on my eyes yet, but I did apply this on my hand, and the swatch I had on my hand, it didn't go away all day. I wash my hands probably 100 times a day. I mean, I wash my hands constantly. It never came off. The swatch never came off until I purposely like scrub my hand. So I can tell you that this has some pretty good lasting power. I would say it's, you know, very equivalent to the Maybelline Color Tattoos. I'm just using this as a base. I'm not really using it as an eyeshadow. So I just wanted to put some brown on my eyelid. Okay, so I am taking the Tartelette palette. Like I said, I've been playing around with this sucker, trying to fall in love with it, trying to decide if I was going to keep it or not, because it's fairly brand new. I've probably only used 4 of the 12 shades, and I'm like, I need to use this palette more. So I'm just going to take this big, large, fluffy brush, go into Super Mom, and highlight underneath my brow bone. Taking it a little bit down onto the crease so that my transition color will blend out nicely. This is the Morphe G26, and I'm going to go into Wanderer, which is just this light beige color, and I'm going to use that as my transition color. So actually I'm going to take this all over my eyelid. I'm going to use the Wanderer shade all over my eyelid. She has a very light color on her lid in this picture. That chocolate shade was probably a little bit too dark for this look because her eyelid is lighter. But I'm just going to make it work. I wanted to try that cream shadow because I hadn't tried it yet. I'm going to go into Dreamer. It's just a very fluffy brush. I think this is from Walmart a long time ago. So she has a very cat eye shape with her eyeshadow. So I'm going to try to recreate that. So she has it very high up on her crease. So taking that brown shade, it's the shade here, taking this brown shade and making a very cat eye shape, so very V'd, straight out. No product on it. I'm blending the top out here. Just making my eye just totally very elongated, very cat-like, taking it all the way out to the edge of my eyebrow over here. Very subtle. Like, her shadow looks are just super subtle. Okay, I am going to take the same brush, this G26 brush, and I'm going to go back, or I'm going to go into Free Spirit, just a very light cream shade, and take that over my lid to just lighten up my lid because her lid is lighter. So I made a mistake by using that chocolate base, but whatever. Make it work. Okay, I'm going to move on to my face. My face feels very hydrated, a little oily on the nose, but that is my nose. So I'm just going to make sure that I powder my nose pretty good. Okay, I got this Anastasia, their stick foundation, and this is in golden. It's a little bit, it could almost be too dark. Like if I lighten up any more, it's going to be way too dark. But you can see it matches the, see, like my face has pink in it. So it's very hard sometimes to match up my skin to my neck. But you can see that the golden has the same yellow tones that my neck does. So when I initially put this on, I'm like, whoa, this is way too dark. But it blends out really nicely with the rest of my skin. And I'm using my Japanesque beauty sponge. I'm really liking this. It is significantly cheaper than the, well, the set I got. I don't even know what a single cost because I got this for $18. Plus it came with a brush cleaner. Plus it came with a smaller one. So for 18 bucks, I got 2 sponges and a brush cleaner, or a sponge cleaner, as opposed to paying $20 for just one. I'm just blending this in, and you can see that it blends in really easily with this sponge. But okay, so let me tell you about the coverage. The coverage is very medium. I probably need to put some more around my eyes and my cheeks because that's where I have the most discoloration. I will put some, I will put some concealer on to do those dark eyes. My eyes are really dark today. Okay, but I don't need a lot of foundation around my mouth area or my forehead. Thankfully, my skin is doing pretty good. I think I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination just to brighten up underneath there since I am so dark. Alright, and then this, just like the Beauty Blender, has the pointed edge. Then I am going to go into my powder here to bake. This is a combo of the RCMA No Powder or No Color powder, and then the rest of what was left of my bisque. Her look in this picture is very cheekbony. Like, she has some major cheekbones in this picture. She is very chiseled. Like, it's almost like they didn't give her any blush. They just gave her contour. It's Cosmetics Celebration Foundation just to set up here so that I can move on and do my eyebrows. And I have been really enjoying this ULTA brow pomade for the front of my brows. And then I'll use my Tarte Emphasized Eyes for the rest. He has like a brown eyeliner on, so we're gonna use, I'm using my Kona from Mali, and she actually has it on pretty thick. If I had not applied the Clinique under eye cream, underneath my eyelids would have looked so cakey. They do look a little dry still. It has a lot to do with that concealer, but I needed to be brightened. So, in her picture, she has just a little bit underneath her eyelids of light brown. So I'm taking this Morphe E36 of Wanderer, which was that transition shade. Because in her picture, it's very subtle. So I don't know if you had watched my last video of my bubble mask. Hopefully this will be my next video. Last week I was passing kidney stones. And then on Thursday we had to put down my beagle. He was 15. We woke up that morning, her husband woke up, went to let him go potty. He didn't want to go potty. He wouldn't respond to food. He looked like he was in a daze. Came and woke me up, told me something was wrong with him. Went out there, checked his color. His color was white. He wouldn't respond to anything. And his breathing started becoming labored. So immediately we called the vet and took him in, and they told us it's time. So we put him down. That really wore me out. That was a very rough week. Okay, so she has very defined tight line and the waterline and underneath my lashes. Go back into Wonder. I'm not going to bronze, I'm just going to do contour. And so I'm going to take my LORAC Pro palette, go into medium and a little bit of deep. Just a little bit, a little bit. Okay, what I'm going to do next is go back into my IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation and do the rest of my face and kind of knock that powder off. It helps to blend the contour. That's better. Okay, and then again, I have been using my IT Cosmetics You Sculpted palette, and I've been taking this light contour shade as a blush, and I'm going to do that today. I'm going to do light and medium because they have like a pink tone. They have a pink tone to them. So I've been using the light one as my blush, but in her picture, she just has a very slight coloration above her contour. So that's what I'm going to do. Just give myself a little bit of color right above my contour. And I've been loving just using this as a blush because it's matte and it has that pink tone, so it just looks like I have a healthy flush. It's really pretty actually. I wouldn't use those colors necessarily as my contour, but I've been using them as blush and I really am enjoying that show. And then her highlight, she's highlighted here and she's highlighted here, a little bit here. I'm going to go back into the LORAC palette and take that beige highlight back with that blush brush and make sure this is really white. Okay, then I'm going to go back into my You Sculpted palette and I'm going to take the Radiance highlight, which is really pretty and really very subtle color. Like, it doesn't really have a super, like, this is not a pink, this is not a gold, this is just your skin but highlighted type color. And I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara because this makes my eyelashes look very thick, kind of where I don't need false lashes. This is just a Mally brow gel. Her lashes are really standing up and really like slick looking. They look kind of slick, glossy. Her inner corner is not very highlighted, so I'm just going to take the matte shade in here called Free Spirit and just highlight with that. Okay, she has this really pretty red brown that I cannot like find the perfect red brown for me. So I'm just going to take this lip liner from ColourPop and Grunge. Have y'all seen those mannequin challenges? The one of the Aggie gymnastics team? That's amazing. So then I'm going to Ragin' Raisin from, this is Maybelline, berryish, and I think hers is more brownish. I've seen the one of the US polo team underwater. That one's pretty cool. And then there's the one of the girls on the stripper poles. That takes some strength there. But the gymnastics team, they have the most strength because they were holding some poses on them bars and stuff that were amazing. So that was Ragin' Raisin, and I want to, because it looks so berryish, I want to make it look a little bit more brownish, so I'm going to top it with Coffee Addiction from Maybelline, and it has more of a brown tone, so we'll see if this works. probably the closest I'm gonna get to that color that she's wearing. Alright guys, if you like these kind of talk throughs, let me know. If you like just the quick ones where I'm kind of just showing you the makeup I'm applying, then let me know. I like to kind of mix it up, but really honestly, I just love makeup tutorials. So if you liked this, if you liked some kind of inspirational, like where I found inspiration from someone, let me know. And if you have a picture that you want me to recreate, then let me know. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget, if you liked me, give me a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.